I just heard it. I don't know what you were doing. I just heard the background mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll please stand, we will have the playing of the national anthem. And gentlemen, we ask that you please remove your caps in honor of our country.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to McClinton Field on the campus of McClinton Community College. Day 3 of the Region 5 College Baseball Tournament. Game 1 of Day 3 will feature a loser's bracket quarterfinal between New Mexico Junior College and Grayson College. New Mexico Junior College, the Thunderbirds, are the visiting team. We'll go ahead and give you the defensive alignment for Grayson. Ruiz at first base, Madden at second base, Barrett at shortstop, McCarthy at third base, Sidemeyer in left field, Broderick in center, Polk in right field. Behind the dish is Jacob Lang. And Trent Shaw will get the call on the hill for the Vikings. Cisco make that Grayson. So far in the tournament, defeated New Mexico Junior College on the opening day 9-2. Then Grayson ended up falling to Weatherford 5-4. And they landed in this loser's bracket quarterfinal. For NMJC, of course, they had the 9-2 loss, and then they survived a game with in-state rival New Mexico Military Institute 11-10. And we're here in this first loser's bracket quarterfinal of the day. Schedule of events for Day 3, as we were rained and stormed out yesterday. Of course, we have NMJC and Grayson here at 10 o'clock. Midland and Cisco will play at 1. Weatherford and MCC in a winner's bracket final, or quarter, make that semifinal. We'll get that right. And then the winner of that game will go on to the winner's bracket final tomorrow. Loser's bracket semifinal at 7 o'clock tonight. The Grayson NMJC winner against Midland's Cisco. That battle's winner. Christian Hoffman will lead off. Shaw, the left-hander, against De Los Santos, the right-hander. There's a ball on the inside corner, and the count is 0-1. Brent Iredale is on deck. Just underway from MCC. Region 5 tournament action. Day number 3. There's a ball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Winner of this game will go on to play at 7 o'clock tonight. Here's a high pop-up. This is going to be foul out of play over the third base dugout. Shaw delivers. And there's a strike call, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Here's a pop-up, and this is going to go foul over the backstop. And the count remains 1-2 to De Los Santos. Make that 2-2. Shaw looks in, now delivers. There's a swing and a foul right in front of the plate. And the count remains 2-2. De Los Santos from Saginaw, Texas. We'll see a pitch from Shaw, who's from DeSoto, Texas, as De Los Santos fouls it off, and the count remains 2-2. Had a day off yesterday due to the storms here in central Texas. It's the reason why we're playing day 3 today. Here's a pop-up in foul territory. Making the catch is the Vikings' third baseman, McCarthy. And there's 2 down here in the first. That'll bring up the third baseman, Brent Iredale. There's a fastball inside. Spiked up to the plate. They count is 1-0. Lane Arroyos is on deck. And there's a call strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. There's a pop-up in foul territory along the first base side. This is going to be out of play as it gets just over the net. And the count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Shaw gets his sign from Lang. He'll come set. Here's the 1-2. Fastball high. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Iredale, a native of Sydney, Australia. The 2-2. In the dirt. 3-2. The count to Iredale. Three balls, 2 strikes to Iredale. Shaw gets assigned the payoff pitch. Here's a fly ball to left center field. Underneath it is the center fielder, Broderick, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for an MJC. We go to the bottom of the first inning from MCC. New Mexico Junior College, nothing, and Grayson coming to bat. You're watching the Region 5 tournament from Waco on the Centex Sports Network.
You got eight. You got 8 seconds to prove you're worth the price of admission. And you got Baylor Scott and White Health along for the ride. So square up. You got this.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Defensive alignment for NMJC, Arroyos at first base, Contreras at second, Urias at shortstop, Iredale at third base, Velasic in left field, Clo in center field, Hoffman in right field, Jorge De Los Santos behind the plate, and getting the start is Bronx, New York native Eric Bayanilla. So Hoffman, De Los Santos, and Iredale went down in order. In the Thunderbirds first, and we'll get a chance to see Grayson's top of their lineup here in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Vikings in the bottom half of the first inning. Leadoff hitter number 11, Sloan Barrett.
Sloan Barrett, the shortstop, will lead off. He'll be followed by Walker Polk and Tyler Broderick. Bayanilla winds and delivers. There's a shot down the left field line. Giving chase is Hoffman. But it will pull up foul in the corner, and the count is 0-1. Walker Polk is on deck. Barrett, a native of Harrison, Arkansas. Bayanilla winds and delivers. Fastball high, and the count is 1-1. Thunderbirds outfield playing straight away, infield playing at regular depth. Here's the 1-1. Fastball high, and the count's 2 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Sloan Barrett. The 2-1. There's a pop-up foul off the top of the screen, and the count's now 2-2. Once again, this is in the loser's bracket quarterfinal elimination game, with the winner going on to play at 7 o'clock tonight in the loser's bracket semifinal. There's a chopper. Bayanilla with an athletic grab. Underhand throws it to first, and there's one down. This will bring up the right fielder, Walker Polk.
Batting will be number 23, Walker Polk.
Bayanilla looks in, gets the sign, and delivers. There's a ball that bounces up to the plate. 1-0 to Walker Polk. Product of Coppell, Texas. The 1-0. Fastball upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes to Polk. Tyler Broderick is on deck. There's a fastball right across for strike 1. There's a swing and a miss. 2-2 to Polk. Two balls and two strikes. As Bainea delivers, there's a fastball swung on and missed by Polk. First strikeout for the pitcher, Bainea, 2 down. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Tyler Broderick. There's a fastball right across the plate. And the count is 0-1 to Broderick. Broderick, a native of Saratoga, California. Here's the 0-1. Fastball low. A ball and a strike to Broderick. Brandon Sidemeyer is on deck. And another strike call. The count is 1-2. The 1-2, a little bit low. And the count's 2-2 to Broderick. Two balls, two strikes, and two outs. No score across the scoreboard. Here's a shot. One hopper to second base. Urias throws it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Grayson. We're through one complete at the Region 5 baseball tournament. Elimination game between Grayson and New Mexico Junior College. No score. You're watching Region 5 baseball on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Leading off for the Thunderbirds, being number 26 in the top half of the second inning, Lane Arroyo.
Lane Arroyos, the first baseman, will lead off for NMJC. Nothing across on both sides of the scoreboard. We play in the top of the second inning. Shaw delivers. There's a fastball inside as we get the second inning underway. Jonathan Clough and Eric Bainea. The batters here in the top of the second for NMJC. It's a fastball by Trent Shaw low, and the count is 2-0. There's a strike call. 2 balls, 1 strike to Arroyos. Clough waits on deck. And there's a ball. It's now 3-1 to Arroyos. There's a ball in the dirt, ball 4. So first runner of the day for either squad comes on a walk to Arroyos. And that'll bring up Jonathan Clough. First pitch on the inside corner, and the count is 0-1. Pioneer waiting on deck. Shaw looks over to first. Now delivers. There's a fastball outside. A ball and a strike. Clo, a native of La Romana in the Dominican Republic. There's a high fastball, and the count is 2-1. Shaw looks to first. There's a swing and a miss, and the count's 2-2 to Clo. Those of you just joining us, you're watching elimination game action from the Region 5 tournament at McClinton Field at Bosque River Ballpark in Waco. As Clo takes ball 3, no score between New Mexico Junior College and Grayson College. Winner of this ball game will go on to play at 7 o'clock tonight. The payoff pitch. Cole, strike 3. Second strikeout for Trent Shaw. 1 down. And that'll bring up the pitcher / DH, Eric Bainea. Shaw looks to first. He'll throw over. Shaw's first pitch to Bainea above the letters, and the count is 1-0. Travis Vlasic is on deck. Arroyos leads off of first. And there's a ball inside. Two balls, no strikes to Bainea. Shaw deals. There's a ball down low. And the count's now 3-0. And there's a ball. So a 4-pitch walk to Bainea will move Arroyos down to second. Runners at first and second for the Thunderbirds. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Travis Vlasic. Shaw will peek back to second, now to first, and there's a ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Luis Arias is on deck. There's a fastball right across the plate. Now the count's 1-1 to the Missouri City, Texas native, Travis Vlasic. There's a ball upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now a timeout will be called as Lang will go out to talk to Shaw. Reminder of the schedule we've got coming up. Midland and Cisco will play at 1 o'clock. Weatherford and MCC in the winner's bracket semis at 4. Then the winner of Grayson and MJC will play the winner of Midland and Cisco at 7. Losers bracket final set for tomorrow at 1. Winners bracket at 5. And the if necessary game will be Wednesday at 1 o'clock here at Bosque River Ballpark. Shaw sets, looks back at second, delivers a ball upstairs, and the count is 3-1 to Vlasic. Lane Arroyos at second. Eric Bainea. Now, they actually called a balk on the play, so both runners will move up a base. It's now runners at second and third. 2-1 count. Shaw sets now, delivers. Ball in the dirt, now 3-1. Urias now waiting on deck, still waiting on deck, rather. The 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4. Bases loaded, full of New Mexico Junior College Thunderbirds, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Luis Urias.
Now comes the bat for the Thunderbirds, number 3, Robert Urias.
Shaw with the bases loaded, pitching from the set. There's a ball low, 1-0. Jose Contreras is on deck. Shaw delivers, fastball up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Bases loaded, and a 2-0 count to Urias. There's a ball low, 3-0, no place to put. Urias with the sacks packed full of Thunderbirds. Here's Shaw's 3-0. Fastball straight down the middle, and the count is 3-1. Arroyo at third, Bayanilla at second, Velasic at first. Shaw delivers. Check swing. This is foul down the first base side. And running out of room is the first baseman, Ruiz. And that will load the count up at 3-2. The payoff pitch. Ball 4, that's going to walk in a run. Arroyo scores. Bayanilla third. Velasic to second. Bases loaded walk to Urias. It's 1-0 NMJC. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Jose Contreras, but not before a mound visit for Grayson. Mound visit is over. So Contreras will get ready to step in against Shaw. So 4 walks here in the inning have led to a runner being forced home. 1-0 lead for NMJC as Contreras steps in. Shaw delivers. It's a fastball right down the middle. And the count is 0-1. And generally, that's what you see whenever you have a mound visit. That first pitch end up being a strike majority of the time. The 0-1. Fastball. A little bit away. Counts 1-1. Top of the lineup for NMJC. On deck with Christian Hoffman. Runners on the base paths, each with a lead. Infield playing in. Swing and a miss. Contreras put all he had into that swing, came up empty, and the count is 1-2. Bayanilla at third, Velasic at second, Urias at first, Shaw delivers. There's a shot into left center field. That's going to be trouble. This is going to get to the gap. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. Rounding third and getting the stop sign is Urias. It's a 2-run double for Contreras. And NMJC now leads 3-0.
Now playing for the Thunderbirds, number 15, Christian Hoffman.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Thunderbirds, Hoffman. He is 0 for 1, 7th batter of the inning for the T-Birds. First pitch is a ball down low, and the count's 1-0. Jorge De Los Santos is on deck. Shaw delivers another ball inside. And the count is 2-0. Just one hit in this inning. And it's accounted for 2 runs. There's a strike call, and the count is 2-1 to Hoffman. Urias at third, Contreras at second. The 2-1, swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. Here's the set and the 2-2. It's fouled off the screen. And the count remains 2-2 to Christian Hoffman. Hoffman, a native of Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Hoffman with a pair of runners on and one down here in the top of the second. Shaw delivers. Ball up and in, and that will load the count up at 3-2. Pitch number 7 coming up to Hoffman. Shaw's payoff pitch, low and inside, ball 4. That will reload the bases. And the 8th batter of the inning coming up with Jorge De Los Santos. De Los Santos fouled out to McCarthy earlier in the game, back in the first inning. There's a ball inside, nearly hitting the back foot of De Los Santos, and the count is 1-0. Brent Iredale is on deck, and we're going to have a mound visit. And this is probably going to be a pitching change coming up, and it will be. So Shaw runs into trouble here in the first inning. And we're going to have a pitching change as Bo Beatty will come in. We'll take a quick break. New Mexico with the bases loaded. And one down here in the top of the second, 3-0 at MJC. You're watching Region 5 baseball coverage on the Centex Sports Network. Richmond, Texas native Bo Beatty is on the mound for Grayson. Coming in into a rough spot, bases loaded, full of New Mexico Junior College Thunderbirds, and one down here in the second. He'll assume a 1-0 count with Jorge De Los Santos. Robert Urias at third base, Jose Contreras at second, Christian Hoffman at first. Beatty will look back at second, look over to third. And now the 1-0. There's a curveball across for strike one. De Los Santos, the eighth batter of the inning for the Thunderbirds. Brent Iredale is on deck. Beatty looks back at second, looks to third. The 1-1. Fastball swung on and missed. In fact, it's called foul. And the count's 1-2 to De Los Santos, native of Saginaw, Texas. Thunderbirds leading off at third, second, and first. Infield playing in for potential play at the plate. The 1-2. Swing on miss by De Los Santos. First strikeout for Beatty. 2 down in the NMJC second. And the ninth batter of the inning coming up is Brent Iredale. Iredale flew out to center field in the first inning. Beatty trying to get Grayson off the field here in the top of the second. He delivers. There's a curveball popped up right behind second base, and the shortstop, Barrett, makes the catch for out number 3. So 9 batters come to the plate for NMJC in the second inning. They pick up 3 runs on 1 hit. There were 5 walks in the inning, no errors, and the bases were left loaded. We go to the bottom of the second inning from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco. It's NMJC 3 and Grayson nothing. You're watching the Region 5 baseball tournament from Waco on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here. What if
Eric Bainea now staked to a 3-run lead as he'll pitch the bottom of the second inning. Grayson with a lot of work to do. Brandon Seidmeyer will lead off the bottom of the second inning for Grayson. And there's a strike call in the inside corner as we get underway in the bottom of the frame. John Maldonado Jr. and Blake McCarthy to follow here in the second. The 0-1. Ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Seidmeyer, a member of the 2023 5A state champions at Magnolia West High School, Magnolia, Texas. Here's the 1-1. Ball upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike to Seidmeyer. Bainea gets the sign from De Los Santos. Here's the 2-1. Here's a shot to left field. And this is going to be trouble. And this is going to one-hop the wall. Rounding first and heading to second. It's a stand-up double for Seidmeyer. And Grayson trying to get something brewing here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the second baseman, John Maldonado Jr. Maldonado from Kaufman, Texas. So first runner on base for Grayson this morning. Bainea will look back at second. Now delivers. There's a ball that spikes up to the plate off the plate itself. And the count is 1-0. Blake McCarthy is on deck, the third baseman for Grayson. Bainea looks in, gets the sign from De Los Santos. Good lead at second by Seidmeyer. The 1-0. Fouled off, and the count is 1-1. This is an elimination game. Winner goes on to play at 7 o'clock. The loser will have their season ended. Double elimination tournament here in Region 5. Pioneer looks back at second. The 1-1 up high. And the count's 1-1. Both teams 1-1 coming into this game. Pioneer looks back at second. Good lead by Sidemeyer. And now here's a ball inside. And the count's 3-1 to Maldonado. Sidemeyer leads off of second. Shortstop Urias looking in on him, right behind him. There's a chopper to first base. Arroyos. And a little confusion at the bag. However, taking it by himself will be Luis Arroyos. For out number one, Sidemeyer moves to third. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Blake McCarthy. McCarthy, a native of Mandeville, Louisiana. Pioneer looks in. He'll get this sign. There's a curveball that drops out of the zone. 1-0 to McCarthy. Cy Madden is on deck, the designated hitter. Sidemeyer with a walking lead at third. The 1-1. Low. The count's 2-0 to McCarthy. Pioneer looks at third. Here's the 2-0. Fastball, but that just misses a little outside. And McCarthy's up in the count, 3-0. Both these teams well rested after an off day yesterday. There's a ball outside. That would be a weather off day, as we're supposed to play yesterday, but we're playing here on Monday morning. That brings up Cy Madden, the designated hitter. Now we're going to have a mound visit for NMJC. Visits completed as Madden will step back in the left-handed batter's box. Kai with runners at first and third during this at-bat. Pioneer delivers. There's a ball up and in. One and 0 to Madden. Mason Ruiz is on deck. There's a shot foul towards the Grayson dugout on the third base side. 1-1 the count on Madden. Native of Harrison, Arkansas. Runners at first and third for Grayson with one down. Bainia delivers. Swing and a miss. Good riding action on that fastball inside. And the count's 1-2. Just joining us, we're in the bottom of the second inning. Losers bracket quarterfinal elimination game between New Mexico Junior College and Grayson. And MJC leading 3-0. Bainia delivers. Just swing and a miss. Second strikeout for the Bronx, New York native, Eric Bainia. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Mason Ruiz. Bainia looks in. He'll check out first and third. Now the throw down to second, and it leaks out into center field. The ball ends up kicked out into left center. On the double steal, Sidemeyer scores. McCarthy takes second. And the Vikings are now on the board. It's 3-1. McCarthy gives the Vikings another runner in scoring position. This time with two down. McCarthy leads off of second. Bainia peeks back to second. The 0-1. And that ball misses inside. 1-1 to Ruiz, a native of Bryan. Bainia sets. He'll look back to second. The 1-1. And this is a comebacker. This leaks over to short. The throw by Urias to Arroyos at first base will end the inning. Grayson gets on the scoreboard in the frame. It's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're through 2 complete in this elimination game in the Region 5 tournament. New Mexico Junior College 3 and Grayson 1. You're watching Region 5 baseball on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Leading off for the Thunderbirds in the top half of the third inning, number 26, Lane Arroyos.
Lane Arroyos will lead off the top of the third inning for the New Mexico Junior College Thunderbirds. 3 runs, 1 hit, and no errors. For the Thunderbirds, 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors for the Vikings. Now we're going to have a brief pause as Jacob Lang's going to get some equipment addressed. Now we're going to get back to action. You're just joining us. This is the first elimination game of the day. We will have 3 for you. There's a shot to center field. This is going to be caught by Broderick in center field. One pitch, one away in the NMJC third. And that'll bring up Jonathan Clough. Clough 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim in the second inning. The haze starting to burn off here at MCC. There's a foul down the first base side. Reese runs out of room. The count's 0-1 to Clough. Bainia's on deck. Beatty on in relief. Came on in the second for the starter, Trent Shaw. There's a shot. Hot shot back up the middle for a base hit. Clough gets NMJC's second hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Eric Bainia. Eric walked and scored back in the second inning. Beatty looks over to first. Now he'll drop a curveball, but tails outside. And the count's 1-0. Travis Vlasic is on deck. Good lead at first by Clough. He'll dive back into the bag. Ruiz applies the tag, but a little bit late. Clough reestablishes the lead. Now he'll take a step further. He'll take off for second. There's a ball inside. Throw to second, and safe at the bag is Jonathan Clough. He picks up the steal. 2 balls, no strikes to Bainia. Thunderbirds now with a runner in scoring position with 1 down here in the third. Beatty gets the sign from Lang. Lang will look back at second. Good lead at the bag by Clough. Here's a pop-up on the left side of the infield. In foul territory is McCarthy. And he'll make the catch. Second time in the ballgame he has made a put-out in foul territory. 2 down, and that'll bring up Travis Vlasic. Vlasic walked and scored in the second inning. And MJC used 5 walks to their advantage and a double to post 3 runs in the top of the second inning. Beatty delivers, curveball swung on and missed. And the count's 0-1. That curveball had some good riding action to the lower part of the zone. Beatty looks in, gets the sign. He'll look back at second. The 0-1. Curveball right back down. And swung on and missed by Vlasic, and the count is 0-2. Robert Urias is on deck. Beatty will look back at second. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Went right back to the curveball and picked up the strikeout. For the Thunderbirds in the third inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're through 2.5 in this elimination game at the Region 5 tournament in Waco. It is NMJC 3, Grayson 1. You're watching the Region 5 tournament on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here. What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Bottom of the third inning from Waco. And MJC 3, Grayson 1. Tony Adams with you on the sports. Make that the Centex Sports Network. So we bring you this elimination game, 10 a.m. bracket. Jacob Lang will lead off. The bottom of the third inning. Bainea winds and delivers. There's a swing and a miss. And the count's 0-1. Sloan Barrett and Walker Polk to follow. In the Grayson third, 9-1 and 2 spots in the order for the Vikings. The 0-1 from Bainea. Swing and a miss. Inside fastball, and the count is 0-2. Thunderbirds outfield playing straight away at regular depth. Infield playing back at normal depth. The 0-2. Here's a shot right at the shortstop, Urias, for out number 1. Back to the top of the lineup for the Vikings. It's Sloan Barrett. He grounded to the pitcher back in the first inning.
For the Vikings, be number 11, Sloan Barrett.
Bainea pitches upstairs, and the count's 1-0. Walker Polk is on deck. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Sloan Barrett. Bainea delivers. There's a shot and a diving attempt by Urias, but it gets into left center field for a base hit. Second hit of the ball game for Grayson. 1 down, and that'll bring up Walker Polk. Polk 0 for 1. Bainea looks in, and there's a ball upstairs. 1-0 to Polk. Tyler Broderick is on deck. There's a strike call. 1-1 to Polk. Barrett with a short lead at first. Arroyo's holding him on. There's a ball low. 2-1 to the Grayson right fielder. Bainea looks to first, now delivers. There's a fly ball to straightaway center field. Underneath it is Clough, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Heading back to first is Barrett. And that'll bring up the Grayson center fielder, Tyler Broderick. Broderick grounded out to short in the first inning. There's a strike call on a good curveball that dropped across the outer corner. The count's 0-1 to Broderick. Brandon Seidmeyer is on deck. Barrett leads off for first base, being held on by Arroyos. The 0-1 from Bainea. Swing and a miss. Fastball with riding action to the upper part of the zone, and the count is 0-2 to Broderick. Runner on for Grayson with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Vikings trail by 2, 3-1. The 0-2 from Bainea. Low. Runner takes off. Throw to second. And they get the runner. 2-6 on the putout. And that will do it for Grayson in the third inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We go to the top of the fourth inning in this elimination game from Waco. It is New Mexico Junior College 3 and Grayson 1. You're watching Region 5 baseball from the MCC on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Top of the fourth inning in this elimination game from McClinton Field at the Bosque River Ballpark in Waco. NMJC 3, Grayson 1. Tony Adams with you on the sports at Centex Sports Network. Glad for everybody to join us this morning. No mistake, it's Monday morning baseball from Waco. We'll have 4 games for you today. Next game up is Midland and Cisco, another elimination game. However, lots of baseball left in game 1 as the Thunderbirds will bring Robert Urias to start the fourth inning. Bo Beatty on in his third inning of relief. He'll deal the ball inside to Urias. And the count's 1-0. Urias had an RBI walk in the second inning to get the Thunderbirds on the board. Showing bunt, pulling back is Urias, and the count is 2-0. Beatty working from the set. Here comes the 2-0. And that ball is low, skids back to the backstop, 3-0. Jose Contreras and Christian Hoffman to follow. 8-9-1 spots in the Thunderbirds lineup here in the fourth. Here's the 3-0, a little bit low. Ball 4. Leadoff walk to Urias will bring up second baseman Jose Contreras.
Jose Contreras.
Monterrey, Mexico native had a 2-run double back in the second. So Urias will lead off of first base, being held on by Ruiz. There's a shot down the left field side. That's going to be a base hit. Stopping at second is Urias. Contreras with the second hit of the day for NMJC. And that will send the Thunderbirds back to the top of their lineup. It's Christian Hoffman. Hoffman 0 for 1. He walked back in the second.
And now batting for the Thunderbirds back to the top of the line, number 15, Christian Hoffman.
So the runners at first and second with leads. Infield playing in. There's a curveball. There's a swing and a miss. And the count's 0-1. De Los Santos is on deck. Urias at second. Contreras at first. Righty-lefty matchup as Beatty takes on Hoffman. Beatty looks back at second. Now delivers. Curveball, and this is going to get into right field for a base hit. Rounding third and heading for home is Urias. He's going to score easily as the throw is cut off. RBI single for Christian Hoffman. It's 4-1 NMJC. Contreras stops at third. And that'll bring up the catcher, Jorge De Los Santos.
Now batting will be number 32, Jorge De Los Santos.
De Los Santos 0 for 2. Now throw to first base, not in time. Runners at the corners with short leads. Beatty will peek to first, now deliver. There's a curveball that clips the inside corner. And the count is 1-1 to De Los Santos. Brent Iredale is on deck. Contreras leads off at third slightly. Hoffman with a bigger lead at first. There's a slider outside, 2-1 to De Los Santos. Beatty's 1-1. There's a slider that stays inside. The count's now 3-1. Iredale is on deck. A run in the top of the fourth inning for the Thunderbirds. They lead 4-1. The 3-1. There's a slider swung on and missed by De Los Santos. The count's now full, 3-2. Contreras at the third, Hoffman at first. A 3-2 count to De Los Santos with Iredale on deck. The payoff pitch from Beatty. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down here in the top of the fourth inning, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Brent Iredale. He is 0 for 2, a pair of flyouts.
Now batting number 11, Brent Iredale.
Beatty will now throw over to first, not in time. 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors for NMJC. Grayson with 1 run on 2 hits and no errors. Runners at the corners for the Thunderbirds with 1 out here in the fourth. Beatty delivers. Runner takes off, and the batter, Iredale, is hit by a pitch. Third time in this tournament that Iredale has been hit. He was hit twice. On Saturday against NMMI. So the bases are now loaded for Arroyos. 0 for 1 officially, walked and scored back in the second. Beatty will turn around, bluff a throw to second. Beatty looks to second. Looks at third, now delivers. It's a strike call, fastball, crosses the plate. And the count is 0-1. Jonathan Clough is on deck. Contreras at third, Hoffman at second, Iredale at first. Clough waiting on deck as Beatty checks out the base runners, now delivers. There's a shot down the left side. Giving chase is Sidemeyer, but the ball goes into the corner and out of play. And Arroyos is behind in the count, 0-2. Beatty's 0-2. Slider, call, strike three. And that's the second strikeout of the inning for Bo Beatty. 2 down in the NMJC fourth.
Now
And that'll bring up Jonathan Clough. Clough had a single up the middle in the third. He struck out in the second. Beatty trying to get Grayson off the field without any further damage. Here in the fourth. There's a ball low. And the count's 1-0. Eric Biania is on deck. Staked to another 3-run lead. Beatty watching the runner. Contreras at third. Now delivers. There's another ball low. 2-0. Clough, the seventh batter of the inning for New Mexico Junior College. Each runner with good leads. The 2-0 from Beatty. Low, 3-0, and there's no place to go for Clough with the bases loaded. No place to put him. 3-0 from Beatty. There's a strike call as he gets the strike across. 3-1 to Clough. Runners with short leads around the horn. The 3-1. Low, ball 4. That's going to force in a run as Contreras will touch the plate. Hoffman moves to third. Iredale to second. A bases loaded walk for Jonathan Clough. It's now 5-1 and MJC. Eighth batter of the inning is Biania, and we're going to get a mound visit. And that's going to do it for Beatty. So Beatty leaves with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning.
Now coming to the mound for the Vikings, number 25, Cade Sharp.
And Cade Sharp, the Rockwall Heath native, will head to the hill. So Beatty able to eat up 2 innings, however, ran into a little bit of a problem in the third. He's responsible for all 3 runners on the base paths. So Grayson not really affected too much by hits in play, although they do have 1 hit that produced 2 runs batted in. However, RBI single by Christian Hoffman here in this inning, and the second bases loaded walk of the game. This time to Jonathan Clough. And it's a 5-1 deficit for Grayson. And the bases are still left loaded, this time with 2 outs. Reminder, game 2 coming up. It'll be Midland and Cisco, with the 2 winners, the winner of this game and the winner of the next game, playing at 7 o'clock. The winners bracket semifinal will be at 4 o'clock as Weatherford will take on McLennan. The losers bracket final will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And the winners bracket final will be at 5 if there's a necessary game. That'll be at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. So the 8th batter of the inning, Biania, will step to the plate. There's a curveball. And it's right across for strike 1. And he is hit by a pitch. That's going to force in a run. And it's now 6-1. Ninth batter of the inning is Travis Vlasic. They're looking at Viania's hand. It looks like everything's all good. Vlasic will step into the batter's box. 0 for 1 with the walk and a run scored back in the second. And there's a strike call as Vlasic check swing went a little bit too far and the count is 0-1. Robert Urias is on deck. He started the inning. There's a strike to Vlasic, and the count is 0-2. And now we have a visit from Mike Robbins, the head coach of the Thunderbirds, questioning the 2 strikes. The 0-2 from Sharp. Outside. Counts 1-2. Base is loaded. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that will do it for the inning. So the Mustangs send 9 up to the plate here in the third. 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors. And the bases are left loaded. NMJC has left on 7 through 4. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning in this elimination game between New Mexico Junior College and Grayson. NMJC 6, Grayson 1. You're watching Region 5 baseball coverage from Waco on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Bottom of the 4th inning from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco. New Mexico Junior College 6, Grayson 1 in this elimination quarterfinal. Here's the 1-0. Up and in. And the count is 1-1. Make that 2-0. Viania in his 4th inning of work. Winds and delivers. Fastball upstairs. 3-0. There's a fastball right down the middle. Counts 3-1. 3-1 to Broderick. Bainia delivers, swing and a miss. The count's now full, 3-2. Action in the Thunderbirds bullpen. There's a right-hander working. The payoff pitch. Fouled off the top of the screen. And the count remains 3-2. And MJC with 3 runs in the second, 3 in the fourth. Grayson with 1 in the second. Once again, the 3-2. Fouled out of play down the left field side. Pitch number 8 coming up to Broderick. Again, the payoff pitch from Bainia. Inside, ball 4. Second walk of the game issued by Bainia. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Brendan Sidemeyer. Sidemeyer had a double and scored back in the second inning. Broderick leads off at first, being held on by Arroyos. There's a fastball, letter high, and the count is 0-1. John Maldonado Jr. waiting on deck. Bainia looks to first and now delivers. Curveball drops in the zone, and the count is 0-2 to Sidemeyer. Bainia gets his sign from De Los Santos. He'll look over to first. Now comes set. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt. And this gets away from De Los Santos. Throw down to second. Not in time as Broderick will swipe the bag. One ball and 2 strikes to Sidemeyer. Bainia looks back at second, and the 1-2 is fouled off by Sidemeyer as he stays alive. Broderick leads off of second. Here's a 1-2. Hops up to the catcher, De Los Santos. And that'll even the count at 2-2. Once again, first of 3 elimination games today from McClinton Field. The 2-2. Inside. And that loaded up the count at 3-2. Broderick with a good lead at second. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Sidemeyer. Bainia sets. He'll peek back to second. Here's the payoff pitch. Grounder to third. And it short hops Iredale, and there's no throw, so that's going to be an error on the third baseman for NMJC. And that'll bring up John Maldonado Jr. And we're going to get him out and visit. And that's going to be it for Bainia. So he goes 3 innings. So he'll be responsible for the runners at first and second. Make that first and third. And we'll have a new pitcher coming in for the Thunderbirds. So Garrett Thiele will come on.
Pitching for the Thunderbirds on the mound, number 46, Garrett Thiele.
So Thiele from Canyon High School in New Braunfels will come on to pitch for NMJC. Sun dancing in and out of the clouds, mainly clouds here at Waco this morning. Drove in. Pretty hazy morning. A lot of downed trees and shrubbery from yesterday's storms that blew through central Texas. A little bit humid. Still no wind to speak of this morning. So we haven't had any wind-blown fly balls or adventurous outfield pop-ups. Game time temperature just a tick below 70. So Thiele getting ready to complete his warm-up tosses as John Maldonado Jr. will stroll to the plate. He grounded out to first in the second inning. Thiele in relief of Eric Baiania. There's a bunt shown, pulled back by Maldonado as a fastball is high, and the count is 1-0. Blake McCarthy is on deck. Grayson trying to put a rally together. Runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They trail 6-1. The 1-0 from Thiele. Upstairs, 2-0 to Maldonado. Junior native of Kaufman, Texas. Broderick leads off a second. Sidemeyer off a first. Ball high, 3-0. Thiele trying to settle in. Runners leading off the first and second. Thiele delivers. There's a fastball on the inside corner. And the count is 3-1 to Maldonado. Thiele looks back at second. Now the 3-1. Misses outside, ball 4. So Maldonado will walk, and that will load the bases full of Grayson Vikings. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Blake McCarthy. McCarthy walked and stole second, back in the second. Thiele delivers. There's a shot foul down the first base side, and the count's 0-1 to McCarthy. Guy Madden is on deck. Broderick at third, Sidemeyer at second, Maldonado at first. The 0-1 from Thiele is across for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Outside, and the count is 1-2 to McCarthy. Broderick at third, Sidemeyer at second, Maldonado at first. And there it's a foul by McCarthy. The count remains 1-2. Second game of the day we have coming up is Midland College and Cisco College. That's the second elimination game. The 1-2. Curveball in the dirt. The count is 2-2 to McCarthy. The 2-2. Here's a pop-up into right field. Charging on it is Hoffman. He'll make the catch. Here comes the throw as the runner Broderick will stay at third. Nice throw by Hoffman. Keep the runner at the bags. Bases loaded, still one down. And that'll bring up Kai Madden. He is 0 for 1. There's a fastball high. 1-0 to Madden. Broderick at third, Sidemeyer at second, Maldonado at first. 1-0 count to Madden. Mason Ruiz is on deck. Thiele delivers. There's a fastball right across for strike one. The 1-1. Inside, a little bit low, and the count is 2-1 to Madden. Grayson runners with short leads off of their respective bases, the 2-1. Bill high, and it's 3-1. No place to put Madden with the bases loaded. And one out here in the bottom of the third. Grayson trailing 6-1, trying to inch closer. The 3-1. Shot to left. Diving grab by Iredale at third base. And there's 2 outs. Mark that down for later in the game, should that come up. The diving grab by the Sydney, Australia native, Brent Iredale. And that'll bring up Mason Ruiz. Ruiz grounded out to short in the second inning. Shot down the first base side foul, and the count is 0-1. Iredale has made some spectacular grabs at third base for NMJC over these past 3 games. The 0-1. Curveball. Fly ball to left center field. And making the catch is the center fielder, Clough. And New Mexico Junior College manages to get out of a bases-loaded jam with nobody out here in the fourth. In the inning, no runs, no hits, 1 error. And the bases were left loaded. Go to the top of the 5th inning in this elimination game between New Mexico Junior College and Grayson. NMJC 6 and the Vikings 1. You're watching Region 5 tournament action from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Top of the fifth inning from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco. Tony Adams with you on the Centex Sports Network, bringing you elimination game number 1, featuring New Mexico Junior College and Grayson. Thunderbirds leading 6-1 as Robert Urias will lead off the inning. There's a ball, 2-0. Urias has walked twice. And there's a ball up high, 3-0. Cade Sharp wasting no time at all on the hill. Engage and deal, 3-0. There's a ball upstairs and a quick 4-pitch walk to Urias. That's his 3rd walk of the game. And that'll bring up Jose Contreras. Contreras has doubled and singled, has batted in 2 runs. 6 runs, 3 hits, no errors for NMJC. 1 run on 2 hits for Grayson. Sharp looks over to first. Ruiz holding on to Urias at the bag. There's a strike call on the inside corner, and the count's 0-1. Christian Hoffman is on deck. Sharp deals. Runner takes off as the ball is fouled down the third base line. The count is 0-2 to Contreras. Contreras, a native of Monterrey, Mexico. Urias at first base from Los Mochis, Mexico. He'll take off for second once again, and Contreras fouls it once again. Urias on first base, nobody down here in the top of the 5th inning. Sharp looks to second. Now he'll look to first and delivers. Ball up and in. 1-2 to Contreras. Sharp looks to first. Here's the 1-2. Runner takes off. Ball inside. And safe at second base is Urias. So he picks up the steal. And it's now a 2-2 count to Contreras, as the Thunderbirds have a runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the 5th. Sharp sets. He'll take a prolonged look at second. Now delivers. Grounder to third. Coming up with it is McCarthy. He'll throw it to first for out number 1. Back to the top of the lineup for the Thunderbirds, it's Christian Hoffman. Hoffman 1 for 2 with a walk and a run batted in. Now in his 4th plate appearance. Urias leads off of second base. Here's a shot into left center field. That's a base hit. Rounding third and heading for home is Urias. He will score. RBI single. Second one of the day for Christian Hoffman. It is 7-1 NMJC. That brings up Jorge De Los Santos, the catcher. He is 0 for 3 on the morning.
Batting leader 32, Jorge De Los Santos.
Sharp sets, now delivers. There's a foul off of the leg of Lang. The count's 0-1. Hoffman was off to second on the play. So the Thunderbirds putting pressure on the Vikings, sending the runner from first to second and having the hit and run almost consistently on. The 0-1. Shot to third. It's a foul ball, as indicated by the home plate umpire. And the count's 0-2. Brett Iredale is on deck. Iredale with a big stop at third base back in the bottom of the fourth inning to keep Grayson off the board. The Vikings had the bases loaded with nobody down, and NMJC was able to work their way out of it. Sharp with a long lead, a long look, if you will, at first base. The 0-2. In the dirt. Good scoop by Jacob Lang. Counts 1-2. One, two. Short grounder. This is going to go foul. The count's 1-2. Grayson pitching so far this morning through 4 2/3 innings has allowed 10 walks, and the majority of those walks have come around to score. Throw it at first, not in time. There are He had 5 walks in the second, 4 in the fourth. The 9 walks have attributed to 6 runs of the 7. And now the ball gets back to the backstop, and Lang can't find it. Hoffman will go to second. And the count is 2-2 to De Los Santos. Sharp looks in. Here's the 2-2. Grounder up the middle. Backhanded by Contreras. Check that by Madden. He throws it over to Ruiz at first. And there's 2 down as Hoffman will move to third.
Now brings up number 11, Brett Iredale.
That'll bring up third baseman Brett Iredale. 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch back in the fourth inning. There's a ball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Lane Arroyos is on deck. Hoffman with a walking lead at third. There's a ball inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Iredale. Sharp delivers. There's another ball in the dirt. 3-0. There's a fastball, misses inside. A 2-out walk to Iredale, and that'll bring up Lane Arroyos.
Into the plate will be number 26, Lane Arroyo.
Arroyos 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Sharp looks to first. Ruiz holding the runner Iredale on. Iredale will take off for second. Here's a ball inside, and that hits Arroyos. And that'll bring up the 7th batter of the inning, Jonathan Clow. Clow 1 for 2 with a walk. Sharp winds and delivers. There's a strike call, and the count is 0-1. Baiania waits on deck. There's a grounder foul. And Clough is behind in the count 0-2. Hoffman at third, Iredale at second, Arroyos at first. Runners lead at each base. Sharp trying to pitch Grayson off the field in the fifth. The 0-2 misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Clough. Clough from La Romana in the Dominican Republic. There's a foul down the first base side. And the count remains 1-2. One, two. Another foul towards the third base dugout. One, two to Clough. Hoffman at third, Iredale at second, Arroyos at first. Here's Sharp's 1-2. In the dirt, good scoop by Lang. And the count is 2-2. Sharp, the third pitcher for Grayson. Here's the 2-2. Up and in. And that will load the count at 3-2. Action pitch coming up for NMJC. Hoffman at third. Iredale at second. Arroyos at first. Baiania is on deck. Sharp with the payoff pitch coming up to Jonathan Clough. Chopped foul. And we'll reset the action pitch once again. And MJC leading 7-1 in the top of the fifth inning. Sharp delivers. Shot down the left field line. That's just foul. So Clough continuing to battle. This will be pitch number 10 of the at-bat. Battle between Sharp and Clough. The payoff pitch. Low, ball 4. That will force in a run. As Hoffman scores. Iredale to third. Arroyos to second. Bases loaded, walk to Clough. Makes it 8-1, and we're going to have a mound visit from Grayson.
Pitching from Viking Premier Report, Chase Davis.
Chase Davis will relieve Cade Sharp. So it's been a tough outing so far for the Grayson pitching staff. So far, through 4 2/3 innings, the staff has walked 12 and hit 3 through 4 2/3 innings. They trail 8-1. Once again, we'll have Midland and Cisco 30 minutes following the completion of this game. Then at 4 o'clock, we'll have the winner's bracket semifinal between Weatherford College and McLennan. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, we'll have the winner of this game taking on the winner of Midland and Cisco. That's at 7 o'clock, primetime baseball from Bosque River Ballpark here in Waco. So the left-hander Chase Davis continues to warm up. Davis, a product of Montgomery. So Biania will step in with bases loaded and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And MJC leading Grayson 8-1. There's a ball outside, 1-0. Third time in the ball game that Grayson has had to go to the bullpen with the bases loaded. As Beatty, Sharp, and Davis have all had to inherit bases loaded situations. There's a strike call, the count's 1-1. Iridale at third, Arroyos at second, Clow at first. And that ball misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Biania, the 8th batter of the inning. Travis Velasic is on deck. Davis sets. The 2-1. Up and in, 3-1. Davis sets, runners lead off of each base. There's a shot in the left center field, that's a base hit. 1 run is in. Rounding third, heading for home is Arroyos. No throw as the throw is cut off. Throw to second, and they get the runner at the bag. And that will do it for the inning. Biania picks up 2 runs on that single. He's thrown out at second. So 8 come to the plate for New Mexico Junior College. In the 5th inning, they pick up 4 runs on 2 hits. No errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning for Bosque River Ballpark, elimination game between New Mexico Junior College and Grayson. Thunderbirds 10 and the Vikings 1. You're watching Region 5 tournament action from Waco on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here. What?
Leading off the Vikings in the bottom half of the 15th will be number 10, Jacob Lang.
Jacob Lang will lead off the top of, make that the bottom of the 5th inning. Here from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco. 10-1, New Mexico Junior College leading Grayson. As Lang will take a ball upstairs, 1-0. Thiele now staked to a 9-run lead. The 1-0. Shot to third. Iredale makes the throw across the diamond for out number 1. That'll bring up the top of the lineup. It's shortstop, Sloan Barrett. Barrett 1 for 2.
Sloan Barrett.
10 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Thunderbirds. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Grayson. There's a strike call, and the count's 0-1. The Thunderbirds have drawn 12 walks and have been hit by 3 pitches in this ball game. There's a swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Walker Polk is on deck. Here's the 0-2. Curveball is swung on, fouled. Count remains 0-2. Thiele takes a deep breath, winds and delivers. There's a ball outside. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is fouled off. Thiele's 1-2. There's a grounder to second. Coming up with it is Contreras. He throws it to first for out number 2. I'll bring up Walker Polk.
Now coming to the plate, number 23, Walker Polk.
Polk 0 for 2. Thiele winds and delivers. Curveball breaks across for strike 1. Tyler Broderick is on deck. The 0-1 inside. 1-1 to Polk. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. The count's 1-2. Thiele delivers. Fastball outside. 2-2. Thiele's 2-2. Curveball popped up. Giving chase is Arroyos. He's going to run out of room down the first base side. Count remains 2-2 to Polk. Polk, a native of Coppell, Texas. Thiele gets the sign from De Los Santos. Here's the 2-2. Curveball in the dirt, 3-2. Pitch number 7 coming up to Walker Polk. The payoff pitch. Fly ball to right field, giving chase, and it ends up hitting off the wall, however, in foul territory. And the count remains full at 3-2. Home plate umpire getting a new complement of baseballs. Nobody on, 2 outs, full count to Polk. Thiele's payoff pitch is lined into center field. That's a single. Third hit of the game for Grayson. And that'll bring up Tyler Broderick. Broderick 0 for 1 with a walk. Keeley leaks over to first, now delivers. There's a foul over the backstop. The count's 0-1. Brandon Seidmeyer is on deck. Grayson with some work to do. Time growing short for the Vikings. There's a ball that spikes up to the plate, knocked down by De Los Santos, and the count's 1-1. Polk takes a good lead at first base. Luis Arroyo's holding him on at the bag. Here's the 1-1. Inside. And the count's 2-1 to Broderick. Once again, we'll have Midland and Cisco coming up 30 minutes after the completion of this ball game. The 2-1. Shot to right field. This is carrying. However, underneath it is Hoffman. He'll make the catch for out number 3. In the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the top of the 6th inning in this elimination game between New Mexico Junior College and Grayson. It's the Thunderbirds 10 and the Vikings 1. You're watching Region 5 tournament action from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Top of the 6th inning for Bosque River Ballpark in Waco. New Mexico Junior College 10 and Grayson 1. 10 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Thunderbirds. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Vikings. Second elimination game of the day coming up at 1 o'clock as Midland College will take on Cisco College. Winner of this ball game will go on to play at 7 o'clock against the winner of that ball game. We'll have the winner's bracket semifinal at 4 with Weatherford against MCC. Travis Velocic will lead off the top of the 6th inning for the Thunderbirds. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Davis in his 2nd inning of relief. There's a grounder to McCarthy. He'll throw it across the diamond to Ruiz, and there's 1 down. That'll bring up the shortstop, Robert Urias. He's got 3 walks on the day.
Number 3, Robert Urias.
Robert has drawn 3 of the 12 walks that have been issued to NMJC today, as he'll take strike 1. Jose Contreras is on deck. The 0-1. There's a ball outside, 1-1. And an oddity you don't see in baseball too often is having to go to the bullpen on 3 different occasions with the bases loaded. The 1-1. There's a ball upstairs, 2-1, and that's something that's happened with Grayson in this ball game. Here's the 2-1. There's a high fly ball. This is going to be into short center field. Underneath it is Broderick. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Brings up Jose Contreras. Contreras 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. So Davis, since coming into the game, has allowed 1 hit. There's a ball inside. 1-0. He's registered 3 outs as Bayanilla was caught at second trying to extend a single into a double. 1-0 to Contreras as Davis delivers a ball outside, 2-0. Christian Hoffman is on deck. The 2-0. Shot right at McCarthy at third base, and that will do it for the inning. And for the first time in the ballgame, make that the second time, NMJC's been retired 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning in this elimination game from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco. NMJC 10, Grayson 1. You're watching Region 5 tournament action from McClinton Field in Waco on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Leading off for the Vikings in the bottom half of the 6th inning, number 29, Brandon Sudmeyer.
Brendan Sidemeyer will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for Grayson. The lead delivers. There's a shot to left field rather. And this is going to one-hop the wall, rounding first. And heading into second with a headfirst slide is Brandon Sidemeyer. Second double of the game for the former Mag West Mustang. And that'll bring up John Maldonado Jr.
7, John Maldonado.
Maldonado walked back in the 4th inning. Sidemeyer leading off of second. Dealey looking back a second time. Now a third time, and he'll twist and throw to short. Sidemeyer distracting Thiele a little bit as Maldonado will swing and foul it back to the backstop, and the count's 0-1. Blake McCarthy is on deck. There's a grounder foul, and behind on the count, 0-2 is Maldonado. Maldonado, and product of Kaufman, Texas. Facing off against New Braunfels native, Garrett Thiele. The 0-2. Inside, and that hits Maldonado, rather. So Junior gets to trot down to first base. Runners at first and second. Nobody down for Grayson. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Blake McCarthy. McCarthy 0 for 1 with a walk. And now we're going to get a mound visit. Two arms are working in the bullpen for the Thunderbirds. Home plate umpire heading out to break up the conference. Didn't have to go too far. More of a pep talk. McCarthy will step in. Thunderbirds will play McCarthy straight away at regular depth. Infield playing back. Here's a bunt, and that's a good one. Iredale throws it to first. They get the out at first. Sacrifice bunt by McCarthy, and a heck of a play once again by Iredale. Runners move up to second and third respectively. And that'll bring up Kai Madden at an 0 for 2.
Coming to the plate, number 13, Simon.
Madden lined out to Iredale on the diving highlight reel grab back in the fourth. There's a shot that's fielded by Arroyos. Nice diving grab. And Grayson gets on the board with that ground out. It's now 10-2. Now 2 outs. Maldonado at third. And that'll bring up Mason Ruiz. There's a strike call, and the count is 0-1. Jacob Lang is on deck. Maldonado leading off of third. There's a ball in the dirt. Good stop by De Los Santos. And the count is 0-1. New Mexico leading Grayson 10-2. One out in the bottom of the sixth. There's a fastball upstairs. 1-1. Ten runs, 5 hits, no errors for at MJC. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Grayson. Here's a pop-up. This is going to go foul over the backstop. And the count's now 1-2 to Ruiz. Cloud cover still prevalent here in Waco. Wind is starting to pick up slightly. About 5 miles an hour now, as opposed to calm before the ball game. Here comes the 2-2. Fouled off. Two balls, 2 strikes to Ruiz. Maldonado at third base, and Lang is on deck. Daly will look over to third. Here's the 2-2. Just misses outside. And the count's now full, 3-2. With the outfield playing straight away, infield playing back, a full count to Ruiz. Daly comes set, looks over to third with Maldonado with a walking lead. The pitch, outside, ball 4. Runners at the corners for Grayson with 2 outs, and that'll bring up pinch hitter Kane Sanchez. Sanchez, the Caldwell native, will come head-to-head against Thiele. There's a strike call on the inside corner. Sloan Barrett is on deck. Maldonado with a walking lead at third. Lead at first for Ruiz. Now a call strike 2 to Sanchez. Daly looks to first. Now we'll look at third. peek back to first. The 0-2 misses low. A little bit outside. And the count's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Elise sets. Here's the 1-2. And that's a slow roller down the line. It stays on the line. And a run scores. It's now 10-3. Sanchez with the pinch hit infield single. And RBI singles don't get much shorter than that. As Barrett will step in for Grayson. And that thing just crawled down the line. Barrett is 1 for 3. There's a foul out of play. The count's 0-1. Barrett, the 7th Viking to bat here in the 6th inning. Still with plenty of work to do, down by 7. Thiele's 0-1. Shot down the left side into left center field. And the catch is made by Clough for out number 3. So the Vikings send up 7 in the 6th inning. They scored twice on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the top of the 7th inning in this elimination game between Grayson and New Mexico Junior College, NMJC. That's NMJC 10 and Grayson 3. You're watching the Region 5 baseball tournament from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco on the Sports. That's the Centex Sports Network.
I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here. What if college was more than just homework and tests?
Ten runs, 5 hits, no errors for New Mexico Junior College. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Grayson. Thunderbirds batting in the top of the 7th inning. Tony Adams with you on the Centex Sports Network. Coming to you live from McClinton Field on the complex of the Bosque River Ballpark in Waco. As Christian Hoffman will lead off the top of the 7th inning for the Thunderbirds. He is 2 for 3 with a walk. There's a swing and a miss. He's got 2 runs batted in and 2 runs scored. De Los Santos and Iredale to follow. In the top of the 7th inning, there's a fly ball to left field. Underneath it is Sidemeyer, and he'll make the catch near the foul line for out number 1. Brings up the catcher, Jorge De Los Santos. De Los Santos 0 for 4. Davis winds and delivers. There's a fastball outside. The count's 1-0. Davis now working his 3rd inning. Came on with 2 outs in the 5th. So he deals outside. 2-0. There's a ball inside 3-0. Midland and Cisco next up on the docket. They're warming up on their respective sides of the diamond. Here's the 3-0. There's a strike call in the inside corner. And the count's 3-1. Davis delivers. Ball inside. 1 out walk to De Los Santos will bring up Brent Iredale. Iredale 0 for 2 with a walk and was hit in the 4th inning with a pitch. First pitch is upstairs, and the count's 1-0 to Iredale. Lane Arroyos is on deck. Davis comes set, looks over to first. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt. 2-0 to Iredale. Short lead at first by De Los Santos. Davis's 2-0 will be delayed by a throw to first. Davis looks to first. Now he'll throw over. De Los Santos with a good lead at first. Fakes a move towards second. Gets strikes Davis enough to throw a ball to Iredale. And the count's now 3-0 to the Sydney, Australia native. 3-0 from Davis. Inside corner. And the count's 3-1. Davis gets his sign, looks to first. Here's the 3-1. Runner takes off, and this will be ball 4 to Iredale. That's the 14th walk that the Thunderbirds have drawn through 6 1/3 innings. And that'll bring up Lane Arroyos. Arroyos 0 for 2. Was hit by a pitch and has walked. Has scored twice. Davis delivers. It's a fly ball down the left side. Giving chase is Sidemeyer, and he'll make the catch in left field. Both runners will return to the respective bases, 2 down, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Jonathan Clough. Clough 1 for 2. Has 2 walks, and both of those produced runs with the bases loaded. Davis delivers. There's a fastball on the inside corner, and the count is 0-1. Davis looks back at second. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good riding action on that fastball inside. And the count is 0-2. Eric Bainea is on deck. He was the starting pitcher for NMJC, now at DH. The 0-2. Inside. 1-2 to Clough. De Los Santos at second. Iredale at first. Both runners with leads. Davis with the 1-2. Shot to third, knocked down by McCarthy. The throw to first beats Clough. What a throw by Blake McCarthy behind the bag. And the strong arm throw gets to Ruiz in time for out number 3. In the inning, no runs, no hits, 2 walks, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, stretch time from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco. New Mexico Junior College 10 and Grayson 3. You're watching Region 5 tournament action from Waco on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Bronzeville native Jason Villarreal will take over on the hill for New Mexico Junior College. He'll assume the duties with a 7-run lead. Grayson will send the 2, 3, and 4 spots in their batting order to face the 3rd pitcher of the ball game for the Thunderbirds. Walker Polk will lead off. Polk singled up the middle in his last at bat. He's 1 for 3 on the morning. Villarreal delivers. There's a ball upstairs as we start the bottom of the 7th inning. Tyler Broderick and Brandon Sidemeyer to follow. Villarreal working from the set. Here's the 1-0. Fastball outside. 2-0 to Polk. Thunderbirds outfield playing straight away, regular depth. Infield playing back at their regular positions. Here comes the 2-0 from Villarreal. Chopper to Iredale. He'll field it, throws it to first. There's one down. That'll bring up the center fielder, Tyler Broderick. Broderick 0 for 2 with a walk back in the 4th inning.
Number 3, Tyler Broderick.
Now time is, well, no, time's not called. Sidemeyer threw his hands up like he was calling time on the on-deck circle. Not sure why he would do that, but nevertheless, it's a 1-0 count to Broderick with Sidemeyer on deck. The 1-0. This is the outside corner. 2-0 to Broderick. Villarreal with the 2-0. Fastball, and that just missed the outside corner. Counts now 3-0 to Broderick. The 3-0. And the fastball right down the middle. The count's 3-1 to Broderick. 3-1 is fouled towards the batting cages here on the Bosque River Ballpark Complex at MCC, and the count is 3-2. Sidemeyer waiting on deck once again. Payoff pitch coming from Villarreal. There's a shot to left center field, and this gets down for a base hit. Broderick will take a hard turnaround first, and will head back to the bag. 5th hit of the ball game for Grayson. And that'll bring up Brandon Sidemeyer. Sidemeyer 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles. Villarreal will look at first base. Broderick with a good lead, being held on by Arroyos. There's a swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1 to Sidemeyer. John Maldonado Jr. waiting on deck. Villarreal sets, peeks to first. Now delivers. Pop-up on the left side. McCarthy, make that. Iredale gives chase, but it goes into the bullpen. And the count's 0-2 to Sidemeyer. Broderick at first base, 1 down in the Grayson 7th. They trail by 7, 10-3. Villarreal delivers. There's a fly ball to right field. Hoffman is underneath it. He makes the catch for out number 2 as Broderick will touch the base at first base. And that'll bring up John Maldonado Jr. Junior 0 for 1. Walked and was hit by a pitch back in the 6th inning. Villarreal delivers. Shot to left. And that's going to get down for a single. Heading towards third is Broderick. Throw to second, not in time. So Maldonado keeps the inning alive with a 2-out double. Broderick stops at third. That'll bring up Blake McCarthy. He is 0 for 1. Walked in the second, had a sacrifice bunt in the 6th, which set up Grayson's 2 runs in the 6th. Runners at second and third lead off. Villarreal delivers. There's a ball that's fouled off the shin of McCarthy, and the count is 0-1. 10 runs, 5 hits, no errors for NMJC. Grayson with 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. The 0-1. There's a fastball outside, 1-1. The big story in this ball game, walks. 13 walks have been drawn in 7 innings by the Thunderbirds, as well as 3 hit batters. There's a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Kai Madden is on deck. The 2-1. Low, 3-1. Broderick at third. Maldonado at second. 3 balls, 1 strike to Blake McCarthy. Villarreal delivers. Outside, ball 4, and that will load the bases for Madden. And we're going to get some stirring in the bullpen for NMJC. Madden is 0 for 3. Runners leading off of the respective bags. Villarreal delivers. Fastball right down the middle. The count's 0-1. Mason Ruiz is on deck. Once again, Vikings leading off of first, second, and third, respectively. Villarreal sets. He'll look over to third. Now delivers. Ball in the turf. Nice block by De Los Santos. And it's 1-1 to Madden. Grayson trying to inch closer. Prime opportunity here is the 1-1. Low and inside. 2-1. Villarreal in relief to start the seventh inning. Here's the 2-1. Foul off the top of the screen. And the count's evened up at 2-2. And MJC leading Grayson 10-3. However, the Vikings with the bases loaded in the bottom of the seventh. Villarreal sets. The 2-2. Fly ball to left field. Underneath it is Vlasic. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. In the inning for the Vikings, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and the bases were left loaded. Vikings have left on 10 through 7. We go to the top of the 8th inning in this elimination game in the Region 5 tournament between New Mexico Junior College and Grayson. Thunderbirds 10 and Vikings 3. You're watching Region 5 baseball on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Eric Bianillo will lead off the top of the 8th inning for New Mexico Junior College. NMJC with 10 runs on 5 hits, no errors. And Grayson with 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors.
Leading off on the Thunderbirds in the top half of the 8th inning, number 4, Eric Bianillo.
Bianillo had a 2-run single back in the 5th inning. There's a pop-up. The second baseman, Madden, is underneath it. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Brings up the left fielder, Travis Vlasic. Vlasic 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored back in the 2nd inning.
Batting number 7, Travis Vlasic.
Davis delivers. There's a strike call right down the middle. And the count's 0-1. Robert Urias is on deck. The 0-1. There's ball outside, 1-1. Davis is 1-1. Comes in above the letters. 2-1 to Vlasic. Davis is 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Here's the 3-1. Grounder down the third baseline, foul. And that will load the count up at 3-2. One out here in the top of the 8th inning. Here comes the payoff pitch. There's a call, strike 3. There's 2 down. And that'll bring up Urias. He's 0 for 1 with 3 walks and a run batted in. And that was a bases loaded walk. And that was back in the 2nd inning. There's a ball that drifts low and inside. 1-0 to Urias. Jose Contreras is on deck. Davis delivers. Ball inside. And the count's now 2-0. The 2-0 is above the letters 3-0. The 3-0, ball 4. 2-out walk to Urias. That's the 15th walk drawn by New Mexico Junior College through 7 2/3 innings. And that'll bring up Jose Contreras. Contreras 2 for 4 as a pair of runs batted in, a run scored. And the walks have played a huge part in this margin. A 7-run deficit for Grayson. Davis delivers a ball inside, 1-0. Christian Hoffman is on deck. The 1-0. Strike call, throw down to second. Leaks behind the bag. So Urias picks up the steal, giving NMJC a runner in scoring position with 2 outs here in the 8th. One count to Contreras. Hoffman waiting on deck. Davis will look back at second. Here's the 1-1. There's a long fly ball to left field, but underneath it is Sidemeyer. He'll make the catch for out number 3. In the inning, no runs, no hits, 1 walk, and 1 runner left on base. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning, this elimination game from the Region 5 tournament in Waco. New Mexico Junior College 10, Grayson 3. You're watching the Region 5 tournament from Bosque River Ballpark on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here. What if college was more than just homework?
Jason Villarreal on for his second inning of work for NMJC as Mason Ruiz will lead off. The bottom of the 8th inning for Grayson. Grayson with a lot of work to do, having to make up 7 runs and 6 outs to do so. Villarreal delivers. There's a ball outside as we start the 8th. Kane Sanchez and Sloan Barrett to follow the 8-9-1 spots in the Grayson order. The 1-0. Grounder. And that's foul as it took it right before the bag. The count is 0-2. Make that 1-1 to Ruiz. Once again, we'll have Midland and Cisco coming up. Probably won't be a 1 o'clock start as scheduled. Probably looking more towards the 1:30 time frame. Villarreal with the 1-1 offering upcoming. Fouled off the top of the screen, and the count is 1-2 to Ruiz. 10 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Thunderbirds. Vikings with 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Now the trainer for NMJC looking at De Los Santos. De Los Santos says he's okay. And we'll get back to action. Villarreal sets. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mason Ruiz. Ruiz, a native of Bryan, Texas. The 2-2. Inside, a little bit low. Full count to Ruiz. Sanchez waits on deck. The payoff pitch. Fouled off. The count remains full at 3-2. The boys are getting dinged up in this at bat as Ruiz took that foul off his leg. De Los Santos took a foul tip a couple pitches ago. The payoff pitch from Villarreal. Here's a foul down the left side. This is going to be out of play. And the count remains full at 3-2. Villarreal again with the payoff pitch. Shot to right field. This is going to be trouble, and this is going to reach the wall. Rounding first. Heading for second is Ruiz. The throw to second. Not in time, and nearly catching an overslide was the defense. So Ruiz picks up the double. It's the 7th hit of the game for Grayson. I'll bring up Kane Sanchez. Sanchez came on as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning, reached on an infield single that hugged the foul line. Here's a grounder back to Villarreal. He'll throw it to first. There's one down. Back to the top of the lineup for Grayson. It's Sloan Barrett. Barrett 1 for 4. He singled in the 3rd inning. Villarreal looks at second, now delivers. There's a ball high and outside. 1-0 to Barrett. Walker Polk waiting on deck. Ruiz leads off of second base. Villarreal delivers outside 2-0. Time and opportunities growing short for Grayson with one out here in the eighth. There's a ball outside, and Barrett ahead in the count 3-0. Thunderbirds outfield playing straight away. Regular depth infield playing back. The 3-0 right down the middle. And the count is 3-1. Villarreal looks at second, now delivers. Shot foul down the left field side. That will load the count up at 3-2. Again, Ruiz at second base. Polk waiting on deck. The payoff pitch. Grounder right back to Villarreal. He'll underhand it to first for the second out as Ruiz will move to third. Brings up Walker Polk. Polk 1 for 4. He had a single up the middle in the fifth inning. Villarreal will look at third. Now delivers. Low and away, 1-0. Tyler Broderick is on deck. Grayson with 4 outs remaining to make up 7 runs and have New Mexico not score. There's a ball low. 2-0. The 2-0. Shot into center field. This is going to get down for a base hit. Ruiz will score. RBI single for Walker Polk. Grayson pulls a run closer. It's now 10-4. Bring up Tyler Broderick. Broderick 1 for 3 with a walk. Polk leads off at first. Villarreal delivers. There's a foul. Counts 0-1. Brandon Sidemeyer is on deck. Villarreal looks over to first, now delivers. Curveball breaks across. The count's 0-2. Arroyo's holding Polk on the bag at first. The 0-2 in the turf. Del Santos blocks it once again, and the count is 1-2. The 1-2 offering. Shot snagged by Arroyos at first. And that's the way the 8th inning ends. In the inning, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 1 runner left on base. We go to the top of the 9th inning in this elimination game between NMJC and Grayson. Thunderbirds 10 and the Vikings 4. You're watching Region 5 tournament action from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here. What if...
Leading off for the Thunderbirds in the top half of the ninth inning, be number 15, Christian Hoffman.
Chase Davis on to pitch the ninth inning. For Grayson is Christian Hoffman, the leadoff batter for NMJC. Will start the ninth inning. Davis delivers. There's a strike on the inside corner, and the count is 0-1. Hoffman, 2 for 4 with a walk and 2 runs batted in. Also scored twice as Davis delivers. Swing and a foul. The count's 0-2. De Los Santos and Iredale to follow in the Thunderbirds' ninth. Davis sets. He gets the sign from Lang. Here comes the 0-2. It's fouled off, and the count is 1-2. 10 runs, 5 hits, no errors for NMJC. Grayson with 4 runs on 7 hits. The big story in this game, the 15 walks and 3 hit batsmen for the Thunderbirds. There's a ball outside, 1-2. O2 from Davis is in the dirt, 1-2. Make that 2-2. De Los Santos, the catcher, is on deck. Davis delivers. Fastball low. 3-2 to Hoffman. We'll have Midland and Cisco 30 minutes after the completion of this ball game. There's a strike call. 1 out in the inning. Second strikeout for Chase Davis, and that'll bring up Jorge De Los Santos. He is 0 for 4 with a walk. Davis delivers. There's a ball inside. 1-0 to De Los Santos. Brent Iredale is on deck. The 1-0. There's a fly ball foul down the left side. 1-1 to De Los Santos. Davis's curveball drops out of the zone. The count's 2-1. There's a fly ball into short left center field. Making the call and the catch is Broderick for out number 2. Brings to the plate Brent Iredale. Iredale 0 for 2 with 2 walks and was hit back in the 4th. Davis delivers. There's a ball outside. Davis came on to pitch in relief with 2 outs in the 5th. Now is working in his 4th inning in relief. There's a strike call, 1-1. Lane Arroyos is on deck. Davis, the fourth pitcher on for Grayson. There's a chopper towards the Grayson dugout on the first base side. The count's 1-2. Sidemeyer, Maldonado, and McCarthy due up in the Grayson ninth. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. It's a 1-2-3 inning for NMJC. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Last chance for Grayson. New Mexico Junior College 10 and Grayson 4. You're watching the Region 5 tournament from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco on the Centex Sports Network.
What if college was more than just homework and tests?
What if it was making meaningful connections?
What if it was following your dreams and committing to make a difference?
After all, isn't that what life's all about?
So what are you waiting for? Let's do it together. I am Grayson. I am success.
We are Grayson. We are success.
Your path to completion starts here.
Pitching for the Vanderbilt, field number 3, Robert Urias.
Robert Urias is on to pitch the ninth inning for NMJC. Grayson needs 6 runs to force an extra inning. Season is on the line for the Vikings as Brandon Sidemeyer will approach the plate. Sidemeyer 2 for 4, has a pair of doubles. Urias delivers. There's a ball low as we start the bottom of the ninth. Maldonado and McCarthy to follow. The 1-0. There's a strike call. Counts 1-1. There's a ball. Two on count to Sidemeyer. There's a shot into center field. This is going to get down for a base hit. It's a leadoff single by Sidemeyer. He is now 3 for 5 on the day. And that'll bring up John Maldonado Jr. Bayanea now playing third base for NMJC. First pitch down low, and the count's 1-0. McCarthy is on deck. Urias sets and delivers. This is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. And there's a ball, 3-0. The 3-0 right down the middle, and the count is 3-1 to Maldonado. Sidemeyer at first, being held on by Arroyas. There's a ball outside, ball 4. And this will bring up Madden. Make that McCarthy. McCarthy 0 for 1 officially, has 2 walks and a sacrifice bunt. There's a strike call. Brent Iredell is at shortstop now with Urias on the mound. No balls, 1 strike, 2 batters on. There's a foul by McCarthy, and the count is 0-2. Madden is on deck. Ten runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Thunderbirds. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Grayson. Here's the 0-2. Call, strike 3. First strikeout for Urias, 1 down. And that'll bring up Kai Madden. Madden is 0 for 4. Infield playing in. Say flare down the left side foul, and the count is 0-1. Mason Ruiz is on deck. Just after the top of the hour here in Waco. 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. New Mexico Junior College leading Grayson 10-4. There's a ball that gets away from Urias. Both runners will advance on the wild pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Madden with Ruiz on deck. Grayson now with 2 runners in scoring position. They trail by 6. The 1-1. Shot down the left side, foul, as this will go on the roof of the batting cage here at the Bosque River Baseball Complex. Sidemeyer at third, Maldonado at second, both with leads. Here's the 1-2. Outside. Two and 2 to Madden. The 2-2. And this is fouled out of play over the backstop. Thunderbirds with 3 runs in the second, 3 in the fourth, 4 in the fifth. Grayson with 1 in the second, 2 in the sixth, 1 in the eighth. We're at 10-4 with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. The 2-2. Shot to right field, and this is deep. But underneath it is Hoffman. He'll make the... Whoa, they said that he did not make the catch. So Madden is at second. Maldonado at third. It's now 10-5 as Ruiz bats. There's a foul ball down the left side. The count's 0-1. Kane Sanchez is on deck. There's a strike call, and the count is 0-2 to Ruiz. Maldonado at third, Madden at second. No balls and 2 strikes to Ruiz. Urias delivers. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Once again, we'll have Midland and Cisco in the second elimination game of the day coming up 30 minutes after the completion of this ball game. The 1-2. Swing and a foul tip strike. And now they're saying he dropped the ball. Now the umpires are going to get together to discuss whether or not the ball was dropped or if they're calling it a drop on the transfer. We could, if we could get a replay on that, just for our own edification. And they ruled that was a strike and a caught ball. And Grayson is now down to their final out. With Kane Sanchez coming to the plate, he's 1 for 2, had an infield single. There's a fastball in the inside corner. The count is 0-1. Sloan Barrett is on deck. Runners at second and third with the leads. Urias delivers. There's a call strike 2, and the Vikings down to their final strike. Urias with the 0-2. Grounder to short. Iredell throws it over to first, and that's the ball game. In the Grayson ninth, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. So NMJC moves on as they will return to play at 7 o'clock tonight. Final line for New Mexico Junior College, 10 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 8 runners left on base. For Grayson, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors, and 13 left on base. However, the big story in this ball game were the walks allowed or issued to New Mexico Junior College, as they walked 15 times and were hit by pitches on 3 different occasions. So NMJC will move on to play tonight, as they'll play on against the winner of Midland and Cisco. We'll have that for you here in about 30 minutes' time. Once again, final score from Bosque River Ballpark in Waco: New Mexico Junior College 10 and Grayson 5. You've been watching Region 5 tournament action from Waco here on the Centex Sports Network. We'll be